Court appeared like what the mother is saying. She can't even tell anybody unless and until somebody asks her about that she's hungry. She has to go for the nature calls. Nothing she knows.
No, child plays, eats, goes to restroom with the grandmother. Everything is done normally. This, your lordship, is completely to mislead this honorable court. In fact,
definitely the girl is not normal. Maybe because of the way the mother is bringing her up. She should live like a normal girl. Why should the mother constantly, like, whether she wants to go to the washroom and all, also the mother has to ask? That is something very strange I felt the other day.
Let the child grow a little older, maybe 10 years or something, then he can enjoy. Let the child develop a natural bond with him slowly. Why do we need to rush it?
Who is the mother to come to the conclusion and take a decision that 10 years we should wait? The mother is too over possessive about her. I think that is also not too good for her.
No. His lordship had met both the parties in the chambers.
No, that day I've interacted. I think your colleague has sought for time on that day, please, to find out what in the interaction, what the court could understand is like that girl. Is it the same case? That girl is.
Yes, madam. 6 years.
Girl, she is 6 years, but she looks like very. Is it the case?
Yes,
she looks like she's a premature baby.
The premature child, but otherwise there is no abnormality.
But growth. What the court appeared like what the mother is saying. She can't even tell anybody unless and until somebody asks her about that she's hungry. She has to go for the nature calls. Nothing she knows.
No, your lordship, quite the contrary. She, in fact, gets fed by the father. All these are the visitation photographs, court officers, of course. And his mother, that's the grandmother, takes the child to the restroom. Child asks specifically. In fact, she had also complained that child asked for biryani and ate and all of that. So the child happily eats, plays, everything. It's a complete, trying to mislead this honorable court that the child, if the child is then a special child, if she's at first standard, is not able to say any of those things, then they should
she was saying that, for how many hours it is. She don't even ask for, like that she wants to.
Absolutely not. In fact, your lordship could even appoint a court commissioner to go and see how the child is with the father all the time. Child is absolutely normal. And if she's claiming that the child is a special child or something like that, saying that even at 1 year, at first standard, child's not able to do any of those, then means it's a special needs child. School would not have admitted this child into a first standard if the child was a special needs child. It's all completely incorrect. Child plays, eats, goes to restroom with the grandmother. Everything is done normally. This, your lordship, is completely to mislead this honorable court. In fact, any court.
And one more thing, I think, if I remember correctly, what she says is the grandmother is not with the father.
She's very much here.
No, not here. She doesn't stay with him.
No, she's staying here only, your lordship.
She is not a resident of Bangalore, my lord.
So now only thing why this matter is adjourned is only on that ground, saying that the girl is not normal. She requires constant attention of the mother, which they are not giving. Those are the grounds which the mother has stated. And if as far as the grandmother is concerned, then whenever the visitation rights have to be exercised, the grandmother would be there.
My lord, the child is not comfortable. My lordship has seen the child is very timid also. And also, he is enjoying visitation rights in the visitation room.
No, unfortunately, mother, what the other day she was saying, but she's not letting her behave like a normal child.
No, the child is a preterm.
More than the girl, the mother might be feeling that she requires more attention. But definitely the girl is not normal, maybe because of the way the mother is bringing her up.
She has not met her milestones, my lord. She was a preterm and all those things.
Why is she in first standard? She shouldn't be by this time.
So they do admit children in school nowadays. They don't differentiate. They do treat children, in schools also. There are schools which they admit children even if they are slightly on the border. But this child is highly timid. Even the trial court judge has interviewed the child. And there are observations that the child is scared.
Mother is being too overprotective and over possessive. It is not letting her to, express herself. She should live like a normal girl. Why should the mother constantly, like, whether she wants to go to the washroom and all, also the mother has to ask? That is something very strange I felt the other day when I interacted with them as a mother also. Why is it so? She's 6 years old. And even if she wants to eat something, that also mother has to ask her. That's what she's saying. Is it not something very not normal?
And
It
first
is slightly on the other side. However, when the child is not being forthcoming, the mother is trying her best. The mother is not of the opinion to burn bridges between the father and daughter. However, let the child grow a little older, maybe 10 years or something, then he can enjoy. Let the child develop a natural bond with him slowly. Why do we need to rush it? If it's the other way around, and if the child,
No, we have to give it a try. Give it a try. What's happening? Who is the mother to come to the conclusion and take a decision that 10 years we should wait?
no. I mean, I'm just saying this is my opinion as such.
No,
my
no.
lord.
In
So
the
let this.
in the process, she's growing up. Let her grow up in a normal way like any other child. No, we are not making her to do something which she physically can't do. Now, meeting the father or having an interaction with them, if that is going to have hampering her any of her health, her other things, then we can consider about it. Now, if just because the mother is too over possessive about her, I think that is also not too good for her.
No, mother
So,
is not.
at least, out of the mother's the attention, at least for some time, would help her. We'll see and work it out how it works out. Then we can see if it is not working out and something is not like the child is not comfortable. Then we will think about it.
Already the orders that he's enjoying at the
No, but
visitation
let it
room.
be, why he should be in the mediation center? Why not at home?
200 meters away his houses. If there's anything
Because
a
we
mother
should
can
travel all the way from here to mediation center when they stay nearby. Now, we'll make sure that whenever this visitation rights takes place, that the grandmother is there. If that is her apprehension that the husband cannot take care, that a woman needs to be there, then we'll ask the grandmother to be there. And let us see for 2 times. Then you can come back and tell the court what are the difficulties. Now, without even trying, why should we say that no, it can't work out?
Because overnight stay was an issue. my lord.
No, where was the overnight stay?
That
We
is-
will
that's
not
the-
say now.
No,
At
that
this
is
point
the
of time.
because see
We'll not
the
say, what we do is, for the next 2 visitation rights, let her be there during the course of the day in the house to be exercised visitation rights. Then we will think about the other things, how this
Please,
goes
please,
on.
Please.
because what he has prayed for in his IA was for overnight
So
to grant
that
him
will be
interim
That we will
custody.
not
later,
considering.
please.
That this court is not considering now.
Okay, my lord, 1 to 5 at his house would be appropriate.
1 to 5 by
Let it start with 1 to 5 for 2 weeks, and then we'll come back to this honorable court and we'll report what has happened.
No, it can be about till 1
12
to
o'clock,
Let
12
us not-
o'clock to 5 o'clock. 12 to
Let us
5.
not stress
12
the
to 5.
child, my lord. My only
12
concern
to
is
12 to 5. In between, if the child wants to speak to the mother also, father will facilitate that.
please.
He'll facilitate that.
but in the event the child does not want to go and she's holding on to a
That
mother.
is something like,
200 meters, we will take
in
the
every
child back.
case, that is one question. And she is not the one who will say no also. I've seen her. For everything, she has an answer yes. We'll see. And tell the mother that let her not come up with such an answer. It's not right. And then the court will be compelled to pass some other order. The girl will go. This court deems it appropriate to make an interim arrangement whereby on 20th and 27th, the father can exercise the visitation rights between 12 and 5. He can pick up or the mother will drop.
Let him come and pick up the child.
The father can pick up the child from the mother's place and drop her back. In between, if the child wants to talk to the mother, father should facilitate her and he should also know the routine of the girl. And accordingly, he should take all steps. And basing on the visitation that takes place on these 2 days, further orders would be passed. Post this matter on 23rd.